Okay, so freedom and human dignity, I'm going to explain how we are fighting for these concepts in our country. First of all, we have a conceptual problem, that is, what is constitutive freedom and its real consequences? And also, what is human dignity? Because in a libertarianist perspective or a neutral way of seeing freedom, we can justify, for example, abortion, departing from freedom, or human dignity. So we, in Brazil, decided to have kind of an anthropological proposal for public policies. Give formation, information, and awareness of what the way things are, And we think that ignorance is the worst enemy to exercise freedom. So that's why all our programs, they depart from some explanations, and they are deep, simple but deep. And we depart from three premises. First of all, to make people free and responsible, we have to treat them as an end themselves, not as a means. So, for example, we fight hypersexualization. We have a program that is called Strong Families that we're taking to the 5,527 districts we have in Brazil. That this program is addressed to each time to only 15 families. But we try to give them information about real relationships, love, communication, and so on. So we fight hypersexualization. Also, we don't treat even a person as a means. For example, I'm going to give a funny example. During the pandemics, we gave lots of baskets of food in the whole Brazil, and the president would say, I'm not going to go with you, because I don't want people to see, look, I'm giving baskets, and because he never wants to use people as a means. So we try to have this premise right there to go for our policies. The second thing is self-determination to the good. We understand freedom as the self-determination to the good. So we try to, first of all, bring autonomy to the families, working with them. Also, promote initiatives. We have a program that is called Pátria Voluntária. It's our a volunteer nation. Please come and help us. Our president say, menos Brasília, mais Brasil, like less capital, more Brazil. And we say also, mais sociedade civil, more civil society. Let's do our nation together. So we ask people participation and responsibility. The third thing is nobody can be prohibited to do the good. So if something is good, let it go. Let's promote initiatives. This is governing too. So for example, homeschooling. We're fighting for the homeschooling still. 4 years of government, and we don't have it yet. Lawful. In a rule of law. But anyways, we just won with the deputies, and it's going to go to the Senate. But we're still fighting for that. But, well, if homeschooling is good, why not? Why not? Whatever is good is good. And whatever is bad is bad. So I can say, for example, in the name of freedom, that drugs are good. So it's ontological. That's why I say that we're fighting for anthropological and ontological realities. So, well, drug is bad. I can't justify in the name of freedom, the way to slavery. So we fight drugs because this is not good. So this is our premises. Then we give information, no, mainly in hard case, I would say, essential issues, but controverted. And so I'm going to give some examples of our programs giving information. For example, in pregnancy at teenage, we used to give only condoms and contraceptives, and that's it. No, and no. This government started to give formation and information. Our campaigns were like, there's a time for everything. There's a season for everything. So think about your project. Talk to your family. Involve the families in the pregnancy at teenage. And we started to give formation to parents on sexuality, affectivity, and we have low down 18% until now, just because of formation. The second thing is abortion. We launched a project of law or statement which is in the Congress, National Congress right now, that is the Day of the Unborn, to talk clearly about abortion. What is an abortion? What means what with an unborn and whatever, to explain people. And this project went to a public consultation, and people were super pro-life. They showed themselves super pro-life and defending this, this information. The other one is responsible paternity. Not only talking about responsible paternity, like family planning, but mainly what means to be a father. We have a call for action for men in Brazil to play their roles as fathers, no, co-educators, co-providers, whatever. No, but I mean, what means to have a child? What means to educate? What means to be responsible, really? No, and this is also a project that is in the National Congress right now, but it was a decree from an initiative of our president. Then we are launching this week, next week, celebrating the International Day of Families, but also we have the Valentine's Day, the day for the novios, no? The fiancés Day is in June in Brazil. So we're going to launch a course that is going to be offered before you register your marriage in registration, judicial registration, in a civil marriage. You're going to be able to have a course, and it's called, in Portuguese, it's called Casar é Legal. No, because legal in Portuguese is lawful, no, it's something legal, but it's also cool, chévere, no? I mean, so Casar é Legal is going to be a course that we offered to each new couple, no, to get to know their duties, their commitments, what means to have a child, educate a child, what are the responsibilities in a marriage, what is love, what are family bonds. So we are offering our course so that when people get married, sometimes they don't do that religiously, but at least they're gonna know what it's all about. The other thing is like we have a program called Family at School. We before, like, the only duty of the parents had towards education was to register their children in a school. Now we have a program called Family at School. The family has to participate, go to school, know how the children are being treated, and mainly know the content they receive at school. The other thing is like work-family balance. We had a lot of information on work-family balance and programs with enterprises so that families can have a time of quality in their homes, but also know how to have a real balance, learn. And also this kind of program is fighting unfaithfulness, because sometimes things happen because people don't go back home. No. Also, we have a program for technology, to get to know the impact of technologies inside the family. It's called Reconnect. And this program brings all about fragmentation of dialogue inside the family, but mainly the content children receive through their mobiles and whatever. And also we give a lot of information on risky behaviors, mainly pornography, because we have a deep web and children and adolescents are there. So we give all this information, and things are changing. In 4 years of government, we can see. And we fight for freedom in every level: economics, health, even for the vaccination. The president, he paid the vaccination for the whole country, but he said, if anyone has a problem, please feel free. And we try to preserve the human rights here too. Also, we fight for freedom of speech. I don't know if you get to know, but we had a problem 3 weeks ago with a deputy who had immunity and talked about the Supreme Court, and he was sent to jail. And our president went there and said, I give an indult. I give the pardon, because he said he has to have freedom of speech because he has a parliamentary immunity. So I have to guarantee this for my nation. So we also try to promote freedom of speech and religious freedom, to be able to talk from any platform. For example, today, if you are an evangelical or a Catholic, you can say anything in the social arena. You can say, because you're talking from a religious platform. And sometimes this the dictatorship of politically correct, shut the mouths of some and give the word to some. So we're trying to let everyone, in a respectful way, talk from whatever platform, mainly when you bring the truth. And also in the social media, we're fighting so that social media can be really a social thermometer. To show how people think. Because, for example, sometimes we talk about abortion and we are excluded, cancelled, and whatever. So we trying to have this also the freedom, real freedom in social media. And our slogans for our country, and the president says it all the time, is God, family, nation, a free nation, and liberty. And also our Constitution, in its preamble, defends our rule of law, recognizes, not give, but recognizes all fundamental rights. So we understand that the fundamental rights are the basis of democracy. When I recognize, I'm not giving anyone a right, I recognize the human constitutive rights. When I recognize them, I can start to have a democracy, because then I can discuss all we see as opinions or good or bad, but departing from the respect of a human being. So this is our background, although we have a bad heritage, an activist Supreme Court too, but we're trying to revert whatever was allowed and is anti-human. And right now we're waiting for an example, the passing from the United States, from the Supreme Court of the United States, and we have to pray hard for that, because this is going to mean also a great example for Brazil and for the whole world. And I thank my president that he's so clear in defending these human rights. For example, he never says there are presidents, and we have a candidate right now that says that, well, I myself, I am against abortion, but in the democratic spirit, I have to defend that. I have to respect what people defend. Our president goes there and say, while I'm here, abortion will never enter this nation. No. For him. And this is coherence too. And in this sense, I'd like to ask you, help. Valerie, my soul sister, is here, and we want to ask some help, for the Geneva Consensus Declaration. Brazil is today so proud to be able to have this secretariat and go for more signatures to show the world we are pro-life, pro-family, we respect the human beings. And to go back, as the Political Network for Values say, we go back to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights that defended simply human rights. The Geneva Consensus Declaration, it defends 4 pillars that are so important for our nations right now, for the world, to show the international organisms that human beings have still voice. So it's life, family bonds, strengthening family bonds, women's complete health, not only sexual reproductive rights, and also the projection of women, not in a positive way, but the projection of women through work, in a good way, in a complementary way. And the last thing is the rule of law, the sovereignty of each country to decide whatever they want without an imposition from, agendas that are paired a lot for the passing from narco traffic and all this utilitarianism we know that is inside this international organisms lots of times, right? So these 4 pillars are very important for the whole world. So I ask you, help each country, each person, each NGO. You can go for one more country. One more. There was it's not political correct, but there was a slogan of a communist party. So that was like this, renew your commitment and bring another fellow. So I would use this for the good, renew your commitment with Geneva Consensus, bring another country, one more. I'd like to have until the end of this term in Brazil, and we hope we're going to still be there next year. But we have elections in October, and please pray for us. But anyways, I would love to have 100 signatures. And it's not that, it's that hard if each country goes for one more. And I end up saying that we have to be very hopeful. Family, human rights, it's to be. It's not to be. Abortion is not to be. No ideology of gender is not to be. We bring to be, you know, I would say, you know, the existence, so good things. So then we have to be very hopeful. We have to be very optimistic. We have to bring hope, as José Antonio said, unlimited hope and love. No, and I can tell you that I love. To work with our president is very funny because we have so many challenges and so many problems, but he's always smiling and joking, and I learned a lot of José Antonio too. I met him in Bogota in January, no, and I asked about the elections, and we were talking. He said, "Yes, we lost the elections, but in the next day we were there," and with his traditional smile, no, he's saying, "We are there working for the next." No, so I love that. You know, it's to be hopeful. When we work, we are hopeful. So I can tell you that the battle is won. We already won the battle. No, but we have to persevere. And as we say in Geneva Consensus, we said in Geneva Consensus, let's be together, no? Together we're stronger. And as also José Antonio said, if I'm fighting here, somewhere, someone else is fighting somewhere, and they need my fight too. And I end up with John Paul II, that for me is an inspiration. And he used to say, no, well, a victory in a Christian's heart is a victory in many hearts. So let's keep, going for the victory of the human being. Blessed by grace.